And it makes some characters really cool to play, like Carol. Like, his whole thing is about keeping enemies on the ground for as long as possible. Welcome to the King of Adventure. Oh, it's you guys. Wonderful to see you again. Yeah, it's been a while. What pleasant serendipity that we could each run into each other yet again. I thought we'd see them again. Oh, big brother, you're even so blunt. Ever so blunt. Who are these people? This is Karen and Rich. They're traveling around and operating an inn. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. It seems you have more companions since the last time we met. How nice. Perhaps you'd like to stop and rest. Isn't Rich Evans' significant other named Karen? I wonder, well, like, what are the odds? I agree, I'm kind of tired out myself. Well then, we'll take you up on your offer. Please make yourselves at home. Yeah. That's a pretty ancient looking sword. The blade's gotten really dull, too. It's no longer anything more than an antique, unfit to cut man or beast. Is that sword important to you? It belonged to someone I respect, I just can't get rid of it. Rich, it seems like you're not running a traveling inn just for the heck of it, am I right? You shouldn't be so nosy, Carol. It's alright. I'm a warrior, not an innkeeper. I left my village with Karen to slay Giganto monsters. I was 15 at the time. When you were 15, how old are you now? I'm 28. 13 years, so that's pretty long. The Giganto monster, that's the name of a giant type of monster living all over the world. I heard that an extermination force sent by the Empire to kill them was entirely wiped out. Till every single one of these monsters has fallen, I cannot go back to my hometown. Why's that? Sounds like there's something you're not telling us. Maybe we can help? Seems like you're having a tough time of it. But you see, I don't know the details, but you committed to doing this yourself, didn't you? Yeah. And it sounds like this is up to him, Carol. Yeah. I mean, it's cool because you fight lots of extra bosses and get experience and junk. Did you sleep well? Yeah, I slept like a trick yo-yo. If you ever have, what the fuck phrase is that? If you ever happen to see us around again, please stop and say hello. Yes, thank you so much. You're so kind. Later. Big brother, I keep telling you to try to be more friendly. Maybe we should have helped them. We can't solve all the world's problems by ourselves, though if we ever happen to run into those monsters that he was talking about, we might as well take them out for him. I don't see any problem with doing that much. Yeah, alright. I think this is technically Giganto Monsters Part 2. The guide I was looking at said that we're supposed to do this part later, but I did it now.
Let's get this over with.
If I don't get any dialogue whenever we come back from doing the other stuff, then I'll know that we can do that right now.
Get out of here!
Hey, there you go. You finally got a good attack.
Rest in peace.
I feel this power inside me.
Heavy hit's pretty sweet. The more you can stagger dudes, the better. And when I say stagger, I mean like literally like give them the dizzying effect. Oh, damn it.
Oh, man. All right, all right. I gotta try and keep up.
Holy power, come to me. First aid. A flickering blaze. Destroy fireball. Put out your hand. Like this? Yay! What was that?
What is this high five you speak of?
I feel power running all through my body.
I need to write this down in my journal. My human contact journal. I'm writing this down in my revenge journal. There were so many memorable characters in that game too. Looking back, it was quite the journey through Tales of the Abyss. This one is a lot more lighthearted, but the combat's really good in this one. It's not quite Field of Phonons, and it's not as fast paced. Like, people were running hella fast in Tales of the Abyss. You want to stay at the inn? It's 200 gold. I know it's just a pile of books that you're sleeping on, but I mean, you know, what other choices do you have? We're all used to sleeping on bookcases, but it might be a little rough for first-timers. Do come again. Ew. That just sounds awful. Obviously, we're gonna need rice for a rice ball whenever we do learn it, so... You know, can't sell stuff as much as we used to. Nobody wanted to hang out with a little cartoon mouse anymore. Our chief is very warm and even treats underlings like us with kindness. He really is the perfect model of a perfect guild chief. The only flaw you might mention is the fact that he's somewhat cowardly. Oh, they're talking about Reggae. At Ruins Gate, we specialize in excavation of ruins. May seem humble, but we take pride in our work. Through an excavation, we seek our world's what? Past. You seek out your world's past. Interesting. I seek out a way to not feel tired right now. Boy, I'll tell you what. That was like a bug crawling on me last night and it freaked me the fuck out. I don't know what it was. I squished whatever it was, but I didn't see its body after the squishing process. So it freaked me out. And I already went to bed like super late. Like I usually go to bed like at 3 in the morning. Just because during summertime I get more and more nocturnal.
Sorry if I hurt you.
During the winter months I go to bed early.
Full power! Onward!
Don't know how many cookings it takes to learn Rice Ball, but we'll get it eventually. And like I said, at this point, I only like doing Link battles because the experience for these dudes is not the best.
Don't get sloppy.
If you have something like a dark bottle, you can do this process even faster.
Flickering blaze burn. Flickering blaze burn.
I got a little worked up.
Oh, I feel so powerful.
Who's next? I think that's it. The rest we'll just have to do inside here. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to base this off of. Like, I'll try to be the same level as the last boss we fight.
These are the Shaikos ruins.
Oh. Fascinating. Quite lovely. Like so much of
there
these
aren't any Imperial Knights around.
games, except for Tales of Graces, that one had an interesting backstory. Like Tales of Graces and Tales of Exilia, like their backstories were more like rooted in like science fiction almost. Like there was a little bit of like quote unquote
These
magic,
footprints are still fresh.
but like
There's a lot of them too.
Which means it's either the knights, the thieves, or both.
like Tales of Graces, like the world that you thought was like your fantasy world was because the real world technology got too ahead of itself and people have guns and you were, you know, your the creator of your world, Maxwell, like made a perfect version of what the world should have stayed like. Like that was an interesting story. Tales of Graces, that one is like the evil demon thing is actually a parasite created in a lab on the moon. So it was weird and different. It wasn't like this where most of the Tales of games, it's like there was this great civilization that had amazing technology, something really bad happens, and now we're all living like in hovels and shitty towns and stuff.
Could be.
Hey, over here, hurry up.
I see. So first you get us alone in the dark, then you zap us, huh?
Zap. I like the way that sounds.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Why are you smiling like that?
Let's try to get along now, okay?
There has to be Carol X Rita stuff out there, right? I'm sure there is. I mean, it's probably horribly illegal because they're both underage, but I kind of like them as a pairing. Like, he's a weasel, she's very forward and kind of a bully. So it seems like maybe they would like each other. But yes, it's horribly, horribly, horribly illegal. If it does exist, which I'm sure it does. But then again, you know, they're cartoon characters, it is from a different culture, so it's like, you know, either way, it's like you just feel uncomfortable the entire time. Life bottle. I am interested to see what Tales of Arise story is. Tales of Vesperia was okay. I mean, as a prequel, it was interesting, I guess. Like I say, I did not like Velvet. I don't want to say at all, but like I did not care for her. She was very one-dimensional, and then she slightly got a second dimension after she had her big mental breakdown. But that story was really more a continuation of Tales of Vesperia, which wasn't bad, but then again, without like the romantic elements of some of the, like, there's not a whole lot of those in these games, but like there's a little tiny
Looks like
hints
no
of
one's
it.
here. No Imperial Knights, thieves, or anyone else.
And the
Maybe
lack
they're
of like
further in?
feeling and character development in
How far in are we
Zestiria
talking
really,
here?
I think, made that game lesser in my eyes.
It doesn't look like anyone's been here, does it?
Like Zestiria is like on one end of the spectrum, and Tales of the Abyss is like on the other end of like character development
The
and shit tons of
information
side
about the
quests about
underground
specific
couldn't have gotten
characters
out, could it?
and knowing all of their motivations.
The underground?
Recently, an entrance to an underground area was uncovered here. A handful of mages are supposed to be the only people who know about it.
But it's okay for us to know this?
I don't have much choice if I'm to clear my name, do I?
Clear your name, huh?
I never once believed that you were innocent.
The ground is scratched here.
It's not like I would have minded letting the thieves have the ruins above ground after we finished the excavation, but it's a good thing we came here when we did.
Well then, we'd better hurry up and follow them. All we have to do is move this?
My back.
Come on, you have to put your shoulder into it.
Right.
Come on, just a little more.
Carol, are you okay?
Sure, yeah, that was a cinch.
Okay, here we go.
As far as dungeons
This
go,
is my
this
first
isn't too
time
bad.
going inside ruins.
Not too tedious.
Be careful over there, it's slippery.
Be careful over where?
What are you looking at?
I was just surprised. You're actually a nice person.
I knew it would be a pain to bring you along. I should have just come by myself.
How dare people talk about how nice I
Do
am
you always come to research these ruins
as a
alone?
15-year-old.
Yeah.
Aren't you
I haven't
afraid
even
you'll
fully
get hurt by
developed
monsters
mentally
or
or
traps?
physically, but you know, they make judges of my
There
character.
are always risks if you're trying to actually do something. If someone gets hurt, it's an acceptable loss.
Even if you're the one who gets hurt?
Yeah.
Don't you ever worry or hesitate?
Worrying about getting what you want without anyone getting hurt? You've had a pretty easy life.
An easy life.
And Blastia will never betray me, so they're easy to deal with.
Well, who's betrayed you in your life?
Rita's amazing.
I feel like
She
we
just
barely
comes
get any
right out
backstory
and
on
says
you.
what she has to say.
She knows exactly what's important to her.
I wish I knew what was important to me.
Just travel around for a while. You'll figure it out.
Well, that's good, I guess.
These ruins feel very different once you're inside them.
Yeah, it's weird. And there's all this stuff I've never seen before.
What, is this your first time too, Carol?
Well, yeah. My specialty's monster hunting. Hey, what do you think this is?
You really shouldn't be fooling around over there. This place is loaded with traps.
Did anyone else just hear a click?
Carol, watch out!
Ah!
Sorry, I thought you were about to get killed. I overdid it.
I think I would have been better off getting caught in the trap.
I mean, the skits are way better in this game for sure. Because, you know, they're voice acted and it's cool. And the voice acting is good.
Sorry if I hurt you.
The Polywiggles are back.
Hammer!
There you go.
Oh, enduring protection! This modest land! Pow hammer! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Stars through! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball!
It'll be 100 years before you can beat me.
Because you've lived a lot longer, right?
Not exactly.
There we go. Oh, this is where we get the tutorial about surprise attacks. Since it's on you.
Oh, damn this modest land! Holy power, come to me!
Ow! Oh, this has less HP.
Alright, who's next?
Oh, enduring protection of this modest land!
Yeah, I beat you into next week.
Next week? But can you really? These are the threads that weave our future.
Resist. What gave you that? This? Cross counter, step away. Amber cloak. Use one of these. Don't really need to use it, but it's there. I mean, might as well.
Rita, you seem very used to fighting for someone who's been doing research in Ospio for so long.
I'm just used to using magic, and I've been working to cultivate a calm mind.
A calm mind, huh?
Is there something wrong with that?
Boo! Ouch!
Sorry, I thought you were a monster.
I'll startle you someday. You just wait.
It's so much
Let's
more
work
lighthearted
together.
this game compared to the last one. Oh, they're just kids hanging out and having a good time instead of being existential and worrying about fucking marrying people and being poor. Let's just leave the real world behind for a second, shall we?
You didn't think I was that strong, did you?
I am cooking it with the right person, yes. Yes, I am. She's already mastered it, too. Did we get rice bowl at some point and I didn't
Looks
notice?
like this little one is no good.
Little one?
Wow. So this is what Blastia looked like before they're excavated.
I wonder why ancient people buried Blastia in ruins like this in the first place.
I wish I could tell you. That's something else being researched.
With all these Blastia here, I don't suppose there are any Aqua Blastia lying around too.
None of them have cores in them.
Really? Then they don't work, do they?
Blastia aren't excavated with the cores and the bodies together.
Cores produce magic through formulas. Bodies
excuse me.
control that magic. The two combined are referred to as Blastia. Each Blastia possesses different attributes and is marked by a crest that indicates those attributes. With current technology, Blastia bodies can be manufactured, but the production of Blastia cores is impossible.
So basically, cores are very valuable since they have to be excavated. It's only natural that thieves would want to steal them.
That's not quite true. It seems Estelisa's information is a little outdated.
What's outdated about it?
There's some degradation of quality, but there's been some success in the synthesis of simple Blastia cores.
Really?
Yep.
That's why I wouldn't do anything stupid, like go stealing people's cores. If I had time to waste doing things like that, I'd rather be spending it researching better ways to completely restore incomplete or degraded cores. That's what being a mage is all about.
A noble creed, but that doesn't clear your name.
Yes,
suppose
talk
you're
is
right.
cheap, I suppose.
Perhaps there are still some Blastia left that can be used.
Duh. An old-fashioned Blastia without a core. It looks nothing like its original design. Well, when in the hell did we get Rice Ball? Does Rice Ball turn into anything? I would wager it does. I think it turns into Beef Bowl. Someone else has to cook it. I didn't get the notification that we learned it, which is tricky. With Chrissy.